different operators which will help me to perform some of the operations on strings. This is one location. I should be able to store only one character. The length of the string, length in the sense how many number of characters that I have. So how do I access all the characters that I have in the string? Concatenation operator, another one is replication operator. But when you are dealing with strings, you have to treat it as concatenation operator. Hello everyone, I welcome all of you to the first session on string manipulation. What exactly I will be learning in string manipulations are? Yes, you will be understanding how exactly you are storing the string in the memory and what are the different operations that you can perform on the string. So let us understand more about the strings in this chapter. So let's start. What do I have in this chapter? So guys, I'll be discussing some of the important topics about the string in the introduction. Then I have traversing a string. How do I access each and every character that I have in the string? So that is what I will be calling it as traversing a string. And then I have different operators which will help me to perform some of the operations on strings. That is what I'm going to discuss in string operators. And the last one is string slice. That is how do I divide one string into multiple slices. So this is what I will be discussing in today's session. Let's start the session with the first concept, that is what exactly the strings is all about. In Python, we have a string, we store the string in a continuous allocation of memory. What exactly it means are, say for example, I have let's take Mysore. Let's take Mysore, right? So can I call this as a string? No, because I have to enclose it with the quotes, right? So I will be storing in a variable called place. So this is how we write in our programming languages. So what is exactly we call it as string? Strings is a group of characters. Strings is a group of characters. So this is how it looks for all of us, but how exactly in memory we store this? Please observe. So imagine this is a memory, right? Imagine this is a memory. So here I will be storing M. So Y, S, O, R and then E. This is how I will be storing in the memory location. So one after the other, continuously I'll be storing in the memory location. So guys, so in this location I will be able to store only one character. Please understand that this is one location. I should be able to store only one character. So what is the name for this location? I have to give, right? So this place is the name for this location. So how do I identify? With the help of this name. So please understand that. Now I need to access this character individually. How do I do that? So for that, I will repeat for all of you. I need to access these characters individually, one by one. For example, I need to access this R. I need to access this O. How do I access that? So for that, to solve this problem, we have something called index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what I will call it as index. This is what I will call it as index. So for example, if I want to access M, then how do I access? I will be writing the first name. So what is the name? Place of, what is that? 0. If I write 0, this is whatever I have in the place of 0. So this will be printed. This will be able to access. I'm just trying to access to this particular M. So can you tell me how do I access O? What is that I have to write now? Place O. For O, what is the index? 3. I just have to write 3. Place of 3 in the sense I will be able to access this O. That's what you have to understand. So guys, this is what I will call it as forward indexing. This is what I will call it as forward indexing. So why are you naming this? If you just say that it is indexing, that is fine, sir. No, we have two types of indexing. This is what we call it as a forward indexing, and one more type we have. So from here, from last we will be writing, so we are starting it from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So this is what I will call it as backward indexing. This is what I will call it as backward indexing. Suppose how exactly this backward indexing is working, sir. So let's take an example. If I just write place -1, so can you tell me what exactly you are trying to access? So same way you can also use both backward indexing as well as forward indexing if you want to access any of the characters in the string. That's what you have to understand, right? So you understood what is strings, how exactly you are trying to store in the memory, so how exactly you are trying to access with the help of two types of indexing, that is forward indexing, another one is backward indexing, right? So moving on to the next concept that we have, guys. So what is the next concept that we have? This is what we have already discussed. How do you access the first character? So if you have the name for this string, so you will take the name and then so 0 with the help of the 0 index, because you will always start the index from the 0 if it is forward indexing. That's how you will try to access the first character. So that's what we have to understand. Please observe here. This is what we have discussed already in the previous slide. Moving on to the next one. How do you check the length of the string? Suppose if I have, so place is equal to Mysore. Like I want to check the length of the string. How do I check? So how do I check the length of the string? Length in the sense how many number of characters that I have in the string. That is what I will call it as the length of the string. How do I check? So please observe. So this is the function that I have, len. So len. So whatever I have, len place. So this will give me the length. A will have the length of the string, whatever I am passing it as a parameter. Please observe that. So what will be the length of the string? So guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the A is equal to 6. What is the answer? A is equal to 6. Please understand. So it is not taking 0, 1, 2, 3. When it comes to index, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. But when it comes to the length, it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is counting the number of characters. It is not taking the index. That's what you have to understand when it comes to the length of the string, right? Python string cannot change the individual letter of the string by assignment, because please understand, I think I have already discussed this. So what exactly it means? Python string cannot change the individual letter of a string by assigning, because strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. What exactly you are trying to explain, sir? Imagine I have the name. Name is a variable. So in this variable, I am trying to store this string. So what is the string that I have? I have hello as my string, right? So name of 0, in the sense the first character, whatever I have, H, in that place I'm trying to replace P. So is it possible? No, it is not possible. It will show you an error. That is what you have to understand. Strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. That's what you have to understand when it comes to the concept of strings. So moving on to the next topic that I have, traversing a string. So how do I access all the character that I have in the string? So that is what we are calling it as a traversing a string. So guys, with the help of for loop, I will be able to access all the elements that I have, all the characters that I have in the string. So guys, this is a variable, right? So in this variable, I'm trying to store the string that is powerful. I'm trying to store the variable. Is it? I'm trying to store the variable? No, I'm trying to store this powerful, that is string, in this variable. That's what you have to understand. Guys, listen here. I'm using for loop. In the previous session, I have discussed how exactly the for loop is working. Please recollect that. So what is this? For is a keyword. CH is a variable. So CH will go to each and every character that I have in the code. Each and every character that I have in the code. That's what you have to understand. So each time it will print one character. So first it will go to the P, second it will go to the O. So like that it will visit each and every character. So this CH will have this character. So one at a time. This is how the string traversal is happening. That's what you have to understand at this point of time, right? Moving on to the next concept, string operators. Mainly when it comes to the string operators, you have to remember three important operators. The first operator that we have is basic operators. The first operator that we have is basic operators. In that basic operator, we have two different types of operator. The first one is concatenation operator and the second one is replication operator. So what is that we have? We have concatenation operator, another one is replication operator. What is the second operator that we have? We have membership operator. The second operator that we have is membership operator and the last one is comparison operator. Let's have a quick recap of these operators. The first one is basic operator. The second one, what is the second one that we have? Membership and comparison operator. What exactly this basic operator is doing, membership operator is doing, comparison operator is doing? Let's have a quick look. So guys, we are starting with the concatenation operator. Whenever you come across with this symbol, you have to understand it is concatenation, sir. It's addition. This is not addition, sir. Yes, exactly. But whenever you are dealing with numbers, but when you are dealing with strings, you have to treat it as concatenation operator, right? So how exactly this concatenation operations are working, right? Listen here. So this is one string, power is one string, plus full is another string. So it is adding two strings. So that is what we call it as a concatenation. If you want to add two strings, so make sure that both the sides you should have the string. I cannot have the number. Suppose if I have power here, power plus 3, I cannot perform that operation. So that fails. That will show me an error. So whenever I'm performing the concatenation operation, both the sides I should have the string. That is what you have to remember, right? So this is how my concatenation operations are working, right? So moving on to the next one that I have, replication operator. So guys, please observe this. So what is that I have? 3 into HA. So 3 times HA will be printed. 3 times HA will be printed. So this is how my replication operator is working. So this value will be multiplied with this string. So this many times this string will be printed. That is what you have to understand. So this is how the replication operator is working. This operators is what I will call it as a basic operators. What is the first one? Concatenation. Concatenation, since you are adding two strings, so the replicator operator will help you to multiply the same content by the number what you have given, right? So moving on to the next one, that is membership operator. Guys, please listen to me carefully. Membership operator in the sense what, right? So listen here. There are two membership operators. How many membership operators we have? Two membership operator. The first one is in. First one is in. Another one is not in. This is the two different membership operators that we have. The first one is in. The second one is not in. What exactly this in and not in is working? How exactly this is working? Let's have a quick look. So guys, in this, it returns true if a character or if a substring exists. If a character or a substring exists. So that is what you need to understand in the given string. Otherwise it is false. Otherwise it is false. So guys, not in returns opposite to in. Not in returns opposite to in. Suppose if it is not there, it returns true. If it is there, it returns false. That is what you have to understand. Let's understand this again. It returns true if the character is present or a substring is present, right? So let's understand that. So guys, how exactly this is working? So 12 in XYZ. Do I have this in this? No, it returns false. It returns false. I don't have this character or a substring in this. That's what you have to understand. So do I have this in this? No, I don't have. So it will return false. So in the same way, so 12 not in XYZ, it returns true. So this is how my membership operator is working. So please understand that. What's the next one that I have? Comparison operator. Guys, how exactly this comparison operator is working? It compares each and every character that we have. For example, I have here, I have a character. So it compares this character with this character. So if both the characters are matching, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So guys, here also, so this character will be matched with this. So capital A is not equal to small a. So why? Because it will compare the ASCII value, it will compare the ordinal value. So the ASCII value for each and every character is different. So that is what you need to understand when it comes to the concept of string comparison. So it compares each and every character with each and every character. Suppose if it is not matching, if the ASCII value is not matching, then it returns false. If it is matching, it returns true. This is how the comparison operators are working. So what is the next operator that I have? So I have something called, please understand, ordinal or Unicode values for single character. I told you in the previous slide, each and every character will have the ASCII value or ordinal value. So let's take A has got 65. A means 65. So how do I know that what character has got what ASCII value? So to know that, we have a function called ORD. We have a function called ORD. If I just use this, if I just pass, so ORDA. So guys, please understand, this function will return. So what is the ASCII value of A? What is the ASCII value of A? So sir, I know the ASCII value, but I don't know what character. So to know that, so we have one more function, that is CHAR. So if I pass something like this, so it will give me the character. This is what you need to understand. So ORD and CHAR. ORD will give you the ASCII value or the ordinal value. CHAR will give you, if you pass the ASCII value, it will give you the character. That is what you have to understand. So guys, I think with this, we are going to discuss the last topic that we have for the session, that is string slicing. What exactly string slicing is all about? So we are dividing, we are slicing the strings into multiple substrings. How do we do that? So please understand, we have the syntax to divide the strings. So that is, we have to mention the string name. We have to mention the string name. Let's take I have place. What is the name of the string? Place. I have the string that is Mysore, right? Mysore, right? I have Mysore 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Please understand carefully. So what is the first thing that I have to write? String name. What is the string name? So string name is place. String name is place. So I have to write the square brackets. I have to write the square bracket. I have written. What is that? Start. So from where exactly you need to split? From where exactly you need to slice? That is what we call it as a start. So I want to start from 1. So this from here I want to split, right? I have given 1. So then after that I have to stop, right? So let's take 4. I will just write 4. So guys, what happens if I give 4? So till here it'll take. So what will be the output? Can you tell me? So if I print this, what will be the output? So guys, I'll just print this. What will be the output? Can you tell me? I've taken it from 1. So till 4. What will be the output? So from 1, Y, yes, O. I'm not printing R. Whatever the value that I have given as stop, previous to that value it will take. That is what you have to understand. So this is the substring. This is the slicing that we are performing. Please understand that. So I will repeat for all of you. First you have to write the name of the string. First you have to write the name of the string. Then you have to mention the start value, from where exactly you need to slice. So that is what we call it as a start value. What is this? So this is the index. This is what we call it as a index. So using this index, you will be doing the string slicing. So from here, I want to split the string. So I have given the start value. So I have to mention the stop value, till where I have to slice. So I have written 4, but here I have not considered R. My output is not R. Why? Because previous to that, till there it will take the value. That's what you have to understand. That is very, very important. So what is this step? What exactly is the step? So step is optional. Step is optional. So whenever you are taking this start stop, so what should be the difference between one number to another number, that you can give it or you can mention it in the step. That is what you need to understand. So guys, that is optional. If you want, you can use it, otherwise you can just skip it, right? So this is how I will be splitting the strings. This is what I will be calling it as a string slicing. This is what I will call it as a string slicing. Hope all of you have understood the concepts of whatever I have discussed in today's session. So I have come to an end of this session. So just recollect all the concepts, whatever I have done, go through the session again and again. So make a points, write down and practice the concepts. I'll be meeting you guys in the next session. So till then, take care. Bye bye.